Welcome back to Hot Rod Guy Garage, and today we got our tool review video. Some of you seen me using it in the last few videos in the background, so follow me on through that intro and I'll show it to you. And today guys, we have a tool review video. And some of you noticed in some of my shorts and in the background, we've had this drill. That's what we're going to do the review video on. Now, usually I take this stuff out, use it a little bit, don't abuse it any, and then I'll do a review video for you guys. But this drill, I have been using it for the last month in the background. You will see it in a lot of videos if you start to notice. Look for a green drill with the red label on it. I am very impressed with this product, especially for the price point. This drill is under $50. It is a very, very strong unit. So let me flip around and I'll show it to you. So, as you can see, it is used and well used at this point. No sense in me taking a new product and showing it to you guys if you're really going to use this thing. So, what we have here is a Hychika hammer drill driver. This is a 20 volt drill right here. It's a 1/2 inch chuck, and the chuck does have a locking feature, which I really like. If you need a hammer drill, it's 8,000 through 32,000 beats per minute. I don't really have a use for a hammer drill in an automotive shop, but it turns 500 RPM on low and 2,000 on high. But what I really like about it is it is super easy to control, and this trigger is easy to control, and that is brushless. That's where you get some of this fine control of this switch. So what do you get when you buy this $50 drill? You're going to get the drill, the battery, the charger, which is a fast charger, by the way. It don't take about 30 minutes to charge this drill. They're going to send you an instruction manual, a belt clip if you need it, and an assortment of little bits right here. You got some short ones, you got some long ones. You got a 1/4 inch drive adapter. And let me tell you guys, this drill is very, very strong. I have broke off a few drill bits that when I've been drilling through stuff, it's bound up. So there's no end to the power that this drill produces. I do not know what the rating is on it, but it is a very hefty little unit. And that locking chuck is a real nice feature. I don't know if you can see, Daisy's hiding over there in the background. But when I say this thing has a locking chuck, guys, hear it lock right there? That way, if you're drilling like this and you let off this chuck isn't going to loosen up on you. It also unlocks just as easy. It has a bunch of different settings. You know, drill, screw, and then your hammer drill portion, which I don't really, like I said, automotive shop, I don't have much use for the hammer drill portion. But this is it's got an adjustable torque value. It's a very nice little drill. And how I came to have this, they had seen in a previous video that our Ryobi drill had failed. And this drill's got some age on it. This one's got some age on it now. But this drill is completely locked up. Don't work no more. It don't, you can hear it don't turn no more. So guys, I guess no drill review video is complete unless we actually drill something with it. Like I said, if you look at some other videos in the background, this thing is in a lot of them. So just gonna lock it down there. Gonna put it on right here. I'm put it on low speed because this is a 1/4 inch thick piece of metal. And I'll just show you how this thing works. And that's on our low speed. If we flip it to high, has absolutely no problem drilling this. So let's put it on hammer drill. That way you can see its hammer function. A hammer drill is not really a function for, you know, drilling automotive stuff because of a hard surface. It'll make it bounce around. But let's see what it does in the screw position. And it gets to the torque and stops. As you can see there, when you put it on a screw, it takes you into your torque settings on the clutch in here, and I put it back on drill. Had absolutely no problem. So, no loose chuck, no loose bit. That's a pretty nice feature. And I've run it with a wire brush. I've run it with a cylinder hone. I've done lots of things with this drill, especially if you check out our budget engine build series. You'll see this thing quite a bit. So, like I said, guys, I have been using this thing for at least a month here at the shop. And as you know, I do quite a bit of stuff with a wire brush and a drill. You know, I have really beat on this thing. So the durability's been good. The battery life has been great. Instead of charging a Ryobi battery 3 times a day and having multiple batteries, I can run this drill right here for 2 days. So pretty impressive out of a 2 amp hour battery when the Ryobi has 4 and 6 amp hour batteries in it. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a nice little unit. And I look forward to keep using it in the shop. If you need an inexpensive drill, use around your house or in your shop, and you want to buy one off Snap-on Truck or a Milwaukee or one of these high dollar drills, make sure you check into these. There'll be a link down in the description below. And they also sent us another item that I'm going to test later. Probably in the 66 Mustang series. So I'll flip around and I'll show it to you. There'll also be a link to it down in the description below. I had them send me one of their cordless paint sprayers, guys. Let me say, if you do not have an air compressor, and you might want to paint a car, I am going to bring you a video not too far from now where we're going to test this thing out. And we're going to see how it sprays. Reading the specs on this thing has a couple different tips. This one has a very fine tip of what you would see in an automotive paint gun. So I got very interested when I seen that. I thought maybe some of you guys on a budget that don't have a compressor might be able to find this useful. It's got some nice specifications. It's got a 6.5 foot long power cord and the tip's adjustable and all that stuff. So I really look forward to seeing what this does. Generally, you'll use something like this to paint a house or, you know, spray a latex based paint out of or paint lawn furniture, stuff like that. And something like this would be great for that. This is also at about the same price point as the drill, which is way cheaper than some of the stuff you buy at your local home improvement stores. So I really look forward to trying to use this thing. So that's it, guys. If you need a good drill on the cheap, make sure you check this thing out. I will pin a comment down in the description. Well, not in the description, in the comments, right? Make sure you comment on this video too, by the way. But I'm going to pin a comment down there in the description. I'll update it every once in a while. I'll let you guys know how this stuff holds up. I've been doing it on the electric impact I reviewed that everybody said it wouldn't last. I use that thing almost daily, guys. And like I said, this is a shop environment. This isn't just casual home use. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you review that pinned comment every once in a while. Especially if you're interested and you're kind of scared to buy something like this, check it out. All my review videos will have little updates and a pinned comment. So, that said, that's where I'm going to cut this video off, guys. I'm pretty happy with the drill. I don't have absolutely no complaints about it. And it is world better than that old wore out Ryobi I had. So, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Check out some of the other automotive review videos. If you are a subscriber, I greatly appreciate you guys. And I look forward to everybody's comments down below. So, until the next video, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you at the next one.